Hey everybody, we live. Can anybody hear me? All right, this is fantastic. Thank you, Michael. This is great. All right, we got 5 people on right now. Those 5 other than Michael. Oh, we got 4. Somebody quit. I'm going to give it a few minutes and see if anybody gets online. I need 1 second, guys. I had some technical difficulties getting set up, but now we're in business. Moto Man. All right. Give me 1 sec, guys. I got to go get the prize. All right. We're back. There's only 4 people online at any rate. Maggie, can you bring me the box, please?
Hi. Hi.
Right here. Look right here.
Hi.
Look here. Don't look at that.
Hi.
Look over here.
Hi.
It's hard. There's a giant TV over here with all this stuff on it. All these programming crap. So, hi, Leanne. Leanne Lover 72. I love it. So, at any rate, this is what's being given away tonight. Everything in here is brand new. I did take the lures out of the packaging, though, that I showed you guys on the unboxing, I guess, or the reveal of what was going to be in here. It just made more sense to ship it. The plastics are still in their original packaging, but the rest of the stuff's in here. So, like I said, it's about $26, $27 value for this, and I'm going to give it away, and I'm going to pay for shipping. So, when I do announce the winner, I want you to reach out to me. I want you to comment on here and get in touch with me on Facebook or Instagram at Fish Tracker or MJB Fishing. Whatever works for you, I'll do it. We'll go from there. Yeah, Buggy was in the house. Hold on, guys. Who all's watching this? I see 7 people watching. Who's watching? Let's see who's on here. Sorry. So, Did anybody go fishing this weekend? I did. It was terrible. And the weather was great, but other than that, it sucked. But without further ado, jacket's full. We're going to go ahead and have a cold blue moon. Oh, God, there's way too much head on that. Look at the head on that. Child. Amateur night. Samantha, how you doing? That's a great hat, by the way. That's a fact. Hi, Bob. Bob, you know you can't win 2 drawings in a row, right? Well, we'll see what happens. Maybe you're just really lucky. All right, Greg, did you catch anything? I was out for 10 hours yesterday and I got a big fat goose egg. It was terrible. 35 degrees? That's above freezing. Unwinterize that thing. Get it out on the pond. No? Wow. Keeper Sleeker. Yes, I've had my boat for 2 years. I think, aside from choosing to marry Baby T and have kids with her, it was the 4th best decision I've ever made, buying that boat. It changed my life. It absolutely made me look at life differently. And I wouldn't take it back for the world. It was, it refocused me on what's important, you know. This kind of stuff's not the most important thing in the world, even though we're talking on it right now, make videos, blah, blah, blah. The last 2 years of boat ownership have been anything but amazing. I've had really good luck. I've had a couple minor issues. The carpet came off the bunks pretty prematurely, and that Bass Pro Shops or Tracker Boat Center remedied that quite quickly. Now they're fixed, and I don't know if I made a video on this. I don't think I did. Their fix was to just lop off about 3 inches of the bunk. So now the ass end of the boat goes past the bunk instead of having 3 inches of it where the boat sits on it and kind of crushes it. So there was that issue, the thermostat issue, and some loose carpet. But other than that, I have been absolutely lucky, I think. You know, I've heard some horror stories from people, and I don't, you can't really gauge everything you hear because you don't know how people take care of things. They could trash it, and, yeah, it's going to look like hell if you get trashed. That's just a fact. But, I've put we're pushing somewhere between 16 and 18,000 miles on the trailer now. And I think it's due for some hubs. I think I'm going to video that too when I do the hub replacement. That's got to happen pretty quick. I'm going to do another oil change. I'll do a video for that. There's been a couple out there, but, if I'm going to do it, I may as well record it. So, at any rate, what else? Yeah, I have memories for life. In 2 years of owning that boat, to drag it from here to New York and back, and to do all that stuff in between, fish in the Chicago River, go through the locks, the Hudson River, Lake Erie, those monster lakes that you just see pictures of from Arizona anyway. And it was epic. I'll never forget it. And then coming home, bringing Drake home on that journey home and fishing in Table Rock, a lake in Iowa that one of our relatives lives on, Elephant Butte Reservoir in New Mexico was really cool. I mean, and you know, we made time for fun too. We went to Cedar Point Amusement Park the day after we fished out in front of Cedar Point, and you know, had a great time. Caught fish everywhere, and that's all you can ask for. You know, no breakdowns, no problems, other than Google Maps getting us stuck in Iowa in a tornado warning. That was horrible. But other than that, I mean, to go that many, roughly 8,600 miles is what I clocked on the car. And to go that far and not have any issues, I'll take that all day long. All right, we got some people talking. I'm 50-something and the Heritage is one of the best purchases I've made. I agree, sir. I'm thinking about moving the fuel tank to the left side. I did move the fuel tank to the left side myself because my new car's gas tank resides on that side. For obvious reasons, you'd want to do that. For the money, Bob, you're the man. This is a fact. Go home, Joe, you're drunk. Who's drunk? I haven't even poured a full beer yet. Who's Joe? Everybody knows each other's names but me. All right, Gerald. Gerald's in the house. What do we got here? Do all the Heritage bottles come with the standard Dirty Wizard? The Dirty Wizard is available. He's I think he's available for hire right now. If anybody is looking for a Dirty Wizard to work full time, I can facilitate that. What the hell is Utica Club? That sounds like something they give at the VFW in Lake Placid. If I was going to get something from the East Coast, Bob, it would be Yuengling every day. Every single day. You know, like a year ago, I asked if anybody, any subscribers had any way to send me a few Yuenglings. Crickets. I just heard crickets. How many people we got on here? We got 17 people. Well, I'll tell you what. 30. Let's see, what did we get? We had about 33 unique people sign up. So we didn't get to that 50 mark that I was looking for to offer like a second prize. Jim, your classic's badass. I'm not going to stop. I'm just going to keep irritating. I think people like it, and I'm going to keep doing it. If I have some more Pilsners, we're going to get real exciting. Okay. Now, guys, I had a little technical difficulty, and I'm just trying. I want to prepare this so that it's ready to go here in a few minutes. The comment picker. It's a pretty slick app. Uh-oh. We just went away. Can you guys still see me? There I am. Got a jet. Take care and catch some. Greg, thank you very much for stopping by. Good luck. If you win the contest, I'll get in touch with you and we'll mail. But you know, it's 1 in 33 chance, I believe, is what's going on. I'm gonna do a final tally right here. when I put put all this information into the computer, it will tell me. Okay. Patrick! All right! This is great. Hold on. Okay. So, for you guys that live in places where it freezes and it gets cold and, you know, do you go ice fishing? Because here, people are under, not everybody, there's a lot of people that are going to get pissed if they see this from Arizona, but there's a lot of people from Arizona that think when the weather changes, they can't catch fish. It's impossible. It's cold. They slow down. Well, I've been watching ice fishing videos all winter long. And some of these lakes are 8 feet deep and they got 6 inches of ice on them. Okay? What? Eric, I like where your head's at. Fish in Memphis sounds like an absolute party. You just took me off of my so you guys that ice fish, do you buy all that crap? It's too cold, fish don't want to bite? Or do you have to just adapt and change presentations? I've tried to learn to slow down quite a bit, and yesterday our water temperature here, it wasn't ridiculously cold, it was 59 degrees. But we did have a big flood about a week ago in those lakes, and it looks a little chocolatey with a bunch of sticks floating in it. Oh, Gerald's watching from Minnesota. Bought the Tracker Classic based on your review. Definitely the best deal out there for a new boat. Yes, it is. Some of the biggest bass I've ever seen came through the ice. Yeah, in Arizona, we don't really know what that's about. Like yesterday, it was about 76 degrees. So, it was a nice day here. All right. What time is it? How long have we been on here? I don't want to keep you guys all night long. I know some of you probably have better things to do than listen to me carry on. But I'll tell you what. I got to collect the information here for the drawing, and we will go ahead and drop it in there, and we'll see who wins. And if you guys want to stick around and BS, I'm down to do that. What, Maggie? Maggie, come in here and say hi. Come and talk to the people.
Hi.
Tell them who you are. Just don't tell them your address and your phone number. And
Okay, I don't even know my phone number.
Okay, that's good.
My name is Maggie.
Yeah, I think Uncle Brian's on there.
Hi, Uncle Brian, if you're on there.
Michael's on there. That's the video we're looking for right there.
Mm-hmm.
Maggie, do you like to fish?
Yes.
Where?
Silver Blossom. We went there once. I liked it.
Silverbill? No. Okay, here we go, guys. Are you going to watch and see who wins?
Sure.
Okay, here we go. Okay, so right now, guys, I'm just collecting the comments. There are 33 unique comments. I don't know how this is going to translate right now, guys. But here, I'm going to switch screens. Hang tight. Everybody wants... Oh, Brian said hi, Buggy. Jim Pleismer said she's cute. Does Maggie like catching bass?
I haven't catched any.
Yes, you did. You've caught them at the lake house.
Oh, yeah.
What's your favorite fish to catch?
Sunnies.
Sunnies? Why? Because you can handle them yourself?
Yeah.
You can handle it. Just little guys. You just jig for them right at the dock, right? Yep. All right.
Yeah. Quinn caught one and it was so yellow.
What? All right, give me a kiss. All right. Back to business. All right, guys. Here we go. Silver bell brown trout. The only thing brown there is the Santa cans, buddy. Did Drake knock out your tooth? No.
Yeah.
No, she's in transition. All right, so back to business. We had 33 unique commenters on this this giveaway. And once again, there it is. My wife, Baby T, fashioned this sticker. I think it's badass. Whoever wins this, if you don't want to see a sticker with my initials on it, feel free to tear it off. I get it. I've been fishing 7 times this year and ain't caught shit. You haven't been with me. We both wouldn't have caught shit yesterday. So, all right. Where is the commenter? Oh my god. I'm sorry, guys. This is a nightmare. There we go. All right, guys. I'm switching screens. In 3, 2, 1. Okay. So, what we're going to do here, I'm going to hit this button. And we're going to see who wins. You guys ready? Here we go. Buggy countdown.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Blast off.
Ron Felton. Don't tear off my sticker. All right, Ron Felton, you're March 1st winner of the, I'm not going to call it a mystery box or whatever, or even with my name on it. Somebody did say in the comments that they would subscribe if I did this. That wasn't even a thought in my head. Because I would need to probably sell 200 of these a month for that to make sense. And I don't have room to store 200 of these plus its contents. That wasn't really the goal. The goal was to just do something nice and give back to you guys that spend a lot of time watching the videos that I make. You know, to piggyback off of Brian's question earlier, he talked about, 2 years. Well, in 2 years, I've gained a lot of friendships through this whole thing. I've gained a lot of knowledge. There's people on the Tracker Heritage page that know a ton more about this stuff than I do. And, I think everybody on the page appreciates all of their wisdom. And it kind of helps that community. This whole weird Tracker Classic, whether you have one of the three, is the neat thing about it, it's taken on sort of this Volkswagen bus or Jeep culture where, I saw a Tracker Classic today. I went and took a picture with it. It's this weird phenomenon that happened in the short time that these boats have been out. It's kind of this cult classic already. And it's kind of neat to be a part of it. And who knew? And I don't recall what I talked about last time. I got hit in the head a lot as a youth. But I decided I was going to buy this boat about 8 minutes before I got wheeled into surgery, the ad came out to buy this model, this Tracker Heritage. Everybody thought it was going to be super special, and it turned out to just be the first of a few runs of it in a different color. But my vision to buy a high-end sports car and talk about that on YouTube immediately changed when I saw that boat. It brought me back to my childhood. I fished almost every day as a kid. And it was, I fished with a myriad of people that all had a long-lasting effect on me. And then to fast forward to now, to this boat, and I'm fishing with new people, the Dirty Wizard, my kids, my wife, once in a blue moon. If Blue Moon paid me, that would have been a classic, but they're not. But this reinvigoration of being outside for me and enjoying something that I did for decades when I was younger has been brought to fruition by this boat and this YouTube adventure that I started due to one of my closest friends on the planet giving me the ability and the direction on how to do this, and it really took off. My videos, I watch them. People make better videos than I do across the internet. I don't know why I get the views that I get, but I'll take them. If anybody wants to give me advice, I will heed it. I did get some advice from a gentleman, I don't know, about a month ago. He was complaining about the quality of my audio. Well, I'm part deaf, and I record all of this stuff on very expensive home audio speakers, and it's probably too loud when I'm recording it. So, I mean, I don't know what happens, but I'm working on the audio, bud. Whoever made that comment, I forget who you were, but, I try to tighten it up every video. Oh, what do we got here? Stop smiling, Buggy. I would put that sticker on my Heritage. Everybody who wants this Heritage sticker, go ahead and say I'd like a sticker, and I'll have my wife make a bunch of them, and I'll mail them to you guys. Mark, your videos are the only ones I watch when I need information about my hair. Hey, Jamie Aston's a pretty sharp cat. He hasn't been doing much lately, though. I think he did a video about the water separator he installed. But, yeah, it's funny. A lot of my how-to videos on the Heritage are 2 years old now. I don't even know if people watch. I don't know that they get watched a whole lot. Stickers for everybody. I'll tell you what. I'll send extra stickers to people that put those stickers on cars if you put it over the Bernie Sanders sticker. I'm just kidding. We don't do political stuff on the channel. Not much. Oh, Maggie, I guess, wants to show us her school picture. Yeah, it's definitely you, in case anybody wanted to make sure. Here, clown. All right, Hambone. I'd like a sticker. Let's see. How can we do this? All right, here. Everybody that wants a sticker, I'm changing how we're going to do this because I don't know how to get a hold of you guys. I want you to email me if you're interested at I'm going to type it in the bar and you guys can use it. I'll delete this later. I don't know if I want this up all day. All right. That's my email. Put sticker in the comment section. and we'll go from there. And it's all free, guys. I didn't even think about giving stickers away until somebody just asked. I'm not really the businessman. I'm the guy that likes to have fun and party and, you know, and be the face. But if somebody wants to help me get better at this, I'm more than willing to listen. 100%. Stickers for everyone. Yeah, very nice, Maggie. Okay, like I said, I'll reiterate, anybody that wants a sticker, please email that email, and I'll get them. Oh yeah, my wife, Baby T, chimed in with your address and color preference. Okay, so let's be realistic. We probably got 20 colors. Blue, yellow, orange, black, white, red, green. Think about some normal colors.
Glass, pink, yellow.
Any chance for a custom sticker like an Ooh Child? Absolutely, dude. I got Ooh Child shirts coming. No. That's the other thing. Oh, guys, I have wanted my own bass fishing jersey for forever. Absolutely forever. And now that I've kind of figured out how and what I want to do and get one, a lot of these companies won't even take your order because of the coronavirus. So anybody who knows where you can have one of those jerseys, I like the little zipper, the quarter zip right here. Big fan of that. My Bass Pro Shops one that my wife gave me a couple years ago, I love it. But I'm advertising for a company that doesn't care about me. So at the end of the day, I would rather just spackle my name on it, and I'm not getting a dime either way. So what the hell? Orange. Yes, please leave that in your email to me at mjblackstock@yahoo.com.
Okay.
What, Bugs? Could you go let the dog in the house? Okay. Layla's going bananas outside for the love of all that's holy. I mean, Judas Priest. The neighbors are going to raise Cain. Well, we still got 18 people on here. What do you guys want to talk about? You outgrew it. Every goddamn time, Brian. It's a fat joke. So this guy right here, Keeper Sleeker, if you drink Corona with lime, you're going to get sick. No, I only drink Blue Moon out of a can. 25-ounce can, and then I pour it in a Pilsner to feel really good about myself. Has anybody ever had this Half Acre? Half Acre, Chicago. I can tell you this glass did not come from Chicago. It came from a lakeside bar in Lake Hopatcong in New Jersey. I'm not going to tell you which one, but they had shitty service and got punished.
Oh, someone's calling me.
After sale, Bass Pro don't care. No, I mean, they've been respectful to me. They reached out to me a couple different times. Hi, I'm live, babe.
I know, I'm watching you.
Oh, look, guys, Baby T.
And this is my phone, by the way.
Baby T's joining us live.
Check your text message I just sent. Do you have your phone with you?
Yeah, he does.
No, in your phone I texted you something. I want you to read it. That comment out loud I thought was really cool.
Oh, okay. All right. Hold on, guys. I'm still dealing. There's still people watching, babe.
I know.
So Jim Plymesser. I'm gonna mess this up. Plymesser. My wife told me to go look at your comment.
Oh, I saw his.
Where
Go down
was
a
it,
little
Tab?
bit. Go down a little bit.
Above. I can't get back to it, but it's
Jim,
up a
I
little
saw.
bit. But
Jim.
talks about
Jim
him
P.
and his son being back
Jim
together
P. right there.
after 30
No.
years.
You just passed him. Look, go up.
Hold on. No,
Jim
Maggie,
Climax,
please, please. Ah, yes. All right, here, take that up.
Okay, bye, Mama.
All right, my wife brought this to my attention. These things were happening so fast and furious, I missed it. But Jim, wow, I think getting back together with anybody after 30 years, let alone your child, is amazing, and that's the kind of stuff and the kind of feeling I get from owning this boat. Every time I talk about it, every time I interact with people, I look at it on YouTube or whatever, I just get this feeling like it was meant to be. This boat I was supposed to do something, and I don't mean make videos. I'm talking about buy the boat and use it. And you're not having coffee, Maggie. It's 7:00 on Sunday night. Judas Priest. Sorry, guys. I don't know what to do. All right. Does anybody have any questions? Oh, the Elite 9 Ti. I used it for the first time yesterday. I love it. Yeah. I probably should have bought it. I think it was on sale last year for about the same price. But regardless, I got it. It is head and shoulders better than the 5-inch Elite. So, even though it's got the same kind of stuff, I mean, each quadrant of the Elite Ti is about the size of the screen of the 5. And you can see everything. And it seems to just have a lot more detail than the 5-inch, if that makes sense. I signed up with a veteran program in Connecticut. That's awesome. I have Pabst Blue Ribbon outside, but no, Brian. I have not tried Pabst Blue Ribbon hard coffee yet. Is it good? It was a nice Sunday, but I feel like having some more beers and maybe going fishing tomorrow. How's that sound? Are you watching, Full Bell? We're dropping like fly. Oh, we got our concurrent viewers are going like this. I don't really watch. I just happen to see it out of the corner of my eye. I try not to look at this stuff. Otherwise, I'll be like that. So, it's dangerous. Oh, so the PBR coffee beer is dangerous. Was it sneak up on you? Did you have a few before work on Friday? Chocolate Yoo-hoo. Oh, we could put that in thermoses and tell them it's protein drinks. I like this. The best upgrade I made to the Heritage, bar none, it's the Tarova. That spot lock feature, I don't care about any other feature on that damn trolling motor. The remote control, what have you, that ability to either push the button on the remote or the button on the foot pedal and have your boat sit there, whether you're dealing with a fish, kids are acting crazy on the boat. Whatever you're doing, you can hit that button and that boat's going to sit in a general 5-foot circle. But, I mean, it might spin around, but your boat's going to stay right there. And that, I think, especially for people like myself that like to fish in the dark, it's key. And I fish a lot by myself at night, in the middle of the night. So, you know, if you get into a situation where your boat's banging against the rocks because you're trying to catch this fish that's deep in the tulies, absolute game changer to hit that spot lock button, and you can deal with whatever you want and not worry about the boat. So, yeah, definitely the Terrova, and then whatever fish finder you get that's better than the one that comes on it, that would be number 2. Baby T, Brian is right. Just had the Helix 7 installed. Yeah, I have the Helix 7 on the bow hooked up directly to the Terrova due to its not having the mega transducer. I just have the sonar, and I didn't see the value in overspending on a fish finder that I couldn't use all its features. So I found that 7-inch Helix, just the sonar version, for cheap. I mean, it's like $210, brand new, $220, and it works great. It sonar wise, water temperature and depth, it does exactly what my 9-inch and my old 5-inch were emulating. They were mirror images of each other. So, yeah, I think the Humminbird has a great screen. They're very bright, but you know, the Lowrance for $5.99, I don't think I would rather have that than even the Garmin. I'm not big on Garmin's mapping at all, but the Panoptix stuff, yeah, that's great, but really, by the time you buy what it takes to do Panoptix in the boat, you're about $4,000 deep into it, and that just for a $10,000 boat, that math doesn't make sense to me. What do we got here? Ford Powell, did you buy the 5-inch for $299? Yeah, there's. By the way, Michael, yes, there's gonna be Baby T t-shirts for sure. Had to put in a little lip dinner. Oh, absolutely. We got shit talking now. There you go, Brian. Tabitha responded. The Hook 2. Okay, interesting. I was this close to buying the 7-inch Hook 2 Reveal, or whatever it is, the Hook Reveal, instead of the 9-inch Elite. I really liked the picture on the box of the green contouring. I thought that was a badass color. But at the end of the day, the Hook series is still below the Elite series. So that's why I didn't. And I think it was a 7-inch with the triple shot transducer was $499. And I paid $599, like I said, for the 9-inch TI. And I'm comfortable with the Elite. I've had that 5-inch, 2 5-inches now for 2 years, and I trust them. I believe in them, so that's why I stayed there. But yeah, I mean, if somebody just said, "Hey, Mark, we're with Garmin, and we want you to talk about our fish finders on your page, and we'll let you use them," absolutely, I would use them. But yeah, I'm not spending that kind of money for my boat. If I'm going to do that, I'm going to sell all this shit and buy a Ranger and be done with it. Or a Skeeter. Or some 21-foot glass boat that I can have a party on. Oh, 7-inch side imaging for $299 is a smoking deal. Wow. Right on, Patrick. Thank you very much for stopping by. Awesome. I'll tell you what, guys. I bought a 3-pack of these tackle boxes. So the next 2 drawings are going to be tackle box based. And I've been kicking around the idea of some bigger ticket items. Shipping, though. Shipping's something that can be a problem if stuff is big and heavy. So I'm trying to think about a workaround for that. But, you know, what are some other things that you guys would like? I did just put some LED lights in the storage areas of my boat. It's a pretty cool system. It comes with a remote, and it's got 4 leads that come off with 4 about 10-inch LED lights. And you just tape them up wherever you want them and wire manage it back to the helm. And they're USB powered, so a couple of years ago I put in a USB port at the dash. So if I just plug those in, they come on green or whatever color I last set them at. I think I have them on blue right now. But if and I can manipulate that with the remote control, which I'm assuming I'm going to lose that remote control at some point. So I try to just leave them on the blue lights. I'm not a real big fan of lights all over the boat at night, especially on the casting deck. The problem, and I can imagine it's worse in other places, but bugs are just off the Richter scale. The minute you turn a light on at the lakes I go to, there's bugs everywhere. So I don't, more lights, not better. I think it's better to let your eyes adjust at night and get used to looking at things in the dark, and I think it'll be better. But, some people want lights everywhere. I want it to be, what's the word I'm looking for? I just want to see the shadow. I don't want to see the bulb. And, that's kind of why I did what I did. And I have spotlight. I do have a big spotlight, but like I said, I don't fish with it on. Unless I want the camera to see me. Then I'll do stuff like that. But for the most part, as dark as humanly possible is the way you want it. The next best thing is to do black lights on the outside of your boat and monofilament line. And your line will grow not grow. It doesn't grow, trust me. Your line will glow like it's the size of a friggin' number 2 Faber-Castell pencil. It's a pretty unique phenomenon. It's neat. But there again, how many people fish at night? If I lived in Florida, hell no. I like fishing, but I do not like alligators. At all. If I'm interested in an item you are raffling, I'll pay shipping. MJB t-shirts. Guys, I do not want... I wasn't trying to get in the apparel business. But I would do a shirt. I would have to get the person's size, of course. Yeah, I'd raffle off some shirts. I was thinking about raffling off the old trolling motor. The Minn Kota Edge. I know a lot of people still would use that on a dinghy or something else. Also, what's the other... what's the word I'm looking for? My old Lowrance Elite 5 Ti. What if I raffled that off? Would anybody be interested in doing a raffle for a Lowrance Elite 5 Ti with a total scan transducer? It has everything. I'm just throwing that out there. By the way, the transducer, all that stuff's brand new. That's the 9-inch models. I didn't have to change it out because I already had all that stuff, and it's the same connection. So the transducer and the power cable are brand new. Never seen water. And the mount for that. The Elite TI5 I bought about a month after I bought the boat. But it works flawlessly. It has CMAP chip inside of it. I don't know. I was thinking about that. If any thoughts on the micro power pole? Haven't seen one firsthand, but thought I have looked into it. And to be honest with you, the lakes that I fish in are fairly deep. And I don't think I would use it. That's hence the Terova. You know, I have the ability to stop myself just like you would if you had a power pole. Obviously, the power pole is going to be a lot quieter of a situation because it's not spinning around while you're sitting there and pulsing. But, yeah, for Arizona, I don't think the power pole's the deal. You know, and I'm terrible at sight fishing. If somebody wants to teach me how, I'm cool with that. I just don't have that. I don't know. I don't see the fish until after. Then I see it. What about a Zapper bug light on your boat? Great. Then all you hear is, could you imagine? Dirty Wizard, do you remember the night that we spent the night on Saguaro Lake on the sandbar? If you had a bug zapper on your boat, like especially down south, that's all you would hear is bzz, 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 every 3 minutes. Or 3 minutes, every third of a second. We're dropping like flies. People are hanging up. Yeah, but when I tournament fish at night, I use black or red lights. The black lights, I think black and amber I've had the best luck with. Red, I don't know. I've used my red light on my headlamp before, and they like that too on my headlamp. Raffle a Red Robin gift card. I would like to win that gift card. When can we start putting in for the Audi S5 raffle? Now we're talking. I've been waiting for somebody to ask about that since January. I said I'd give away the Audi if I got 1 million subscribers. So, I've never been much of a self-promoter of this channel. So if you guys want to see me give away that car, I suggest you start sharing it on your Facebook page. Sweatshirt with your logo. Yeah. What kind of sweatshirt? I kind of like those lightweight ones. Those really light, almost like a t-shirt with a hood. I would love to give the Audi away. I mean, I wouldn't. I love the car, but that would be the most altruistic thing that I think I've ever done in my life, to give away something that costs that much money. I've been very blessed in my life, and had a lot of people around me that have been able to do great things, and I've wanted to do those things, and I'll tell you right now, like I said, I would give away that Audi. I'm in that position to do that. It would suck, but I would absolutely do it. I don't think anything would be more of a rush than giving that car to an unsuspecting person. I don't drive fast in the morning. That's a lie. Rubber waders. Raffle some rubber waders. Raffle some rubbers. Right on, B-Man chiming in. I like how you played right off of your Neeper's rubber waders comment. Neeper, I went in the water yesterday. It wasn't that bad. It was 60 degrees. It was fine. So I think I draw the line at 54 degrees and under. If it's 54, I'm not putting my foot in it. Not interested. Sorry for the late join. Just got off the bank. Slow bites here. Yeah, slow bites in Arizona too. I mean, we have the weather and we don't have the fish. Rubbers with the MJB logo. Just the tip. I did check the box, I think, on this video that said it's not for kids. Yeah, okay. We can make rubber jokes. Yeah, I like where your head's at there. You know, I think that those quarter machines in the bathrooms need to come back. Can you imagine that? MJB logo rubbers in every Pilot gas station across America. MJ 4-inch and under. Fuck. Those are like magnums in the MJB line. Baby Yoda fishing logo. I don't know, Michael. Baby Yoda and fishing. I don't know that. I don't know if the world's ready for that yet. But I do want him to do the finger thing. Do the finger thing. Hey, Brian, where do I get these rubbers made? I know what we can do. We can buy normal size rubbers and cut them in half and tie them in knots and repackage them. I don't have any licensing concerns. We're going to get all of our stuff from North Korea. It'll be fine. I'm working on a deal with Dennis Rodman. You are the mascot. If I was going to have anybody pimp out 4-inch and under condoms, you would be the model that I would use, B-Man. How did we go from fishing to rubbers in China? China. I know this guy that says China. China. Hey, absolutely. I thank you for the time as well. We'll see you in the future. Thank you very much. I was thinking about a clothing line, and I'm just going to throw it out there right now. And it's copyrighted, right? Because I said it on live television. LMG Apparel. And what that stands for is Live More Gear. LMG, Live More Gear. And it would be not just an outdoor line of clothing, but a daily line of clothing that you could wear whether you're working in the garage, you're at work, you're fishing, you like to hike. I just described the North Face line of clothing, but something like that, but half the cost. Ever heard of Pliny the Elder WIPA? It's the buzz out here in the Sacramento. In the California area, I have been drinking the 805. I'm a big fan of the 805. It's all Michael Vanderberg's fault, by the way. He got me into the 805. Big fan, though. I love that stuff. But the Blue Moons are going down nicely. What are my thoughts on Guggenbaits? I'll tell you what. I when they came out, I bought, let's see, 2 packages of trench hogs, 2 packs of the oh, what do they call that? The bandito bug, and I bought some of their drop shot worms. I have nothing. Excuse me. Let me slow down. I have nothing bad to say about the Guggen baits. They're great. Colors are great. I've caught fish on all of them. Yeah, I buy them. I think the price is right. I think that compared to like anything by Yamamoto, it's about $3 cheaper. I mean, Yamamoto is proud of his plastics. They're about $8 a bag. $8.99. Eight or $8.99. Are you kidding me? Yeah, they've been putting Guggen baits on the shelves in some of the stores here. I haven't seen them at Bass Pro Shops here, but Sportsman's Warehouse has them for sure. We don't have a lot of options in Tucson. We have an Ace Hardware that has fishing equipment, Sportsman's Warehouse, and then the Walmart, whatever you can get at Walmart. Do I have a hard time finding tires for my car? No. In fact, the tires that are on that Audi are pretty inexpensive. I don't. I don't think they should. Mine seem to always be a special ordered. No, I mean you might have to order the tires, but as far as cost goes, the Falcon. I'll put Falcons on my car again. And it's funny you bring that up. I was looking the other day, and the fronts are looking a little like they might need replacing. We'll see. All about those blue boys. What are blue boys? You do need a mascot. Brian, I'd like you to be my mascot. You want to take me up on that offer? We set you up with something real nice here in the office. A situation with a cot. I don't know. The Guggen baits here at the store are about $5.99 a package for whatever flavor you want. So I mean, I don't find that too bad compared to the Yamamoto baits. Those are expensive. Bug lights. All right, Brian. I'll tell you what. Why don't we just simplify this and we'll meet in the middle? We're going to buy a piece of property, and you can pick, Brian, Table Rock Lake or Lake of the Ozarks. I don't care which one. And that'll be home base. I'll buy a plane ticket this week and fly out, and we can go handle this if you're serious. China. The Workman Outdoors comment got blocked, but I'm going to show it anyway because he used the word dicks. We're talking about fishing lures, YouTube. It's okay. They're only at Dick's. You can only find them at Dick's. I have not seen Guggen hardbaits. I've only seen their plastics. No, we're North Dakota is a place I can fish in about 8 days out of the year. Let's group buy the RS6. I'd say we buy the RS8 V10 Plus. You're thinking you're thinking a little low on the scale, Nervin. Have you glued in the tracker steering center? Okay. I have seen this people post about this problem. I've never had that issue. It's on there. It's never fallen off. The only thing that flew off of my trailer were the hubcaps. And I am not joking when I tell you it's about an hour and 10-minute drive from Bass Pro Shops to my house. It fell off about 37 minutes after I left Bass Pro Shops when I took delivery. We stopped at Culver's on the way home to have lunch. Walked in to get food, and when I came back out, I noticed the white and not the shiny chrome hubcap. I wouldn't pay for the replacement. I would make them pay through the warranty. These boats supposedly have a warranty. Yeah, I'll tell you what. Chatterbaits are money. So Bass Pro didn't honor the bumper to bumper warranty on the boat, huh? That's interesting to me because they say it right in their literature. It's bumper to bumper. Yeah. Yeah, Ford, I'd have been pissed if they tried to charge me for that too, if it fell in that warranty window. Keeper, enjoy, and I know where you're going, to that corner in your kitchen, just to the right of the stove. Explanation, huh? Well, I mean, $25 is still $25, right? That's 5 new lures. Uh, yeah, I don't know about. I've been to the Tracker Boat Center in Mesa and had nothing but I have nothing but great things to say about everybody there. And the other stores I've visited across the country, I don't know. I didn't spend enough time there to know. I know that the Tracker Sales Center in Independence, Missouri is top notch. Those people were super cool. Uh, they actually knew who I was. I I thought that was pretty neat. But no, I don't. They made me pay and then told me to put a little RT. Okay. When you got to put glue on something that's under warranty, that's kind of crap. That's my opinion. I get jerked around by my Bass Pro. That sucks. You know, if I got jerked around by Bass Pro here, I probably wouldn't spend a dime there. Um, there's too much competition online to go and spend money at places that don't take care of their customers. That's how I feel about it. Anybody else? Sometimes it's fun getting jerked. Hello from Fontana. Very nice. Oh, that sucks. Uh, when I made my fish finder, when I had that Lowrance 5 installed a couple of years ago, I bought it at the same time I bought the one I just bought, the Elite 9, during this free install sale. And I had them install it, and I made an appointment. They said, I think it was 7 o'clock. I'm like, yes, 7 o'clock sounds great. Well, I show up at 7 o'clock, and the guy that's supposed to install it is hooking up the boat and taking it to the lake to do a test on it. Well, the lake's about 35 minutes away, one way. So I pretty much knew at that point that my short install turned into a half a day. There again, I wasn't all pissed off. I wasn't doing anything. I went into their bar and drank beer and ate hot wings and watched fish swim around. But yeah, it was a 4-hour ordeal. Ever since, I'm the only one that's installed fish finders on that boat, for the exception of that one they put at the dash. I don't think I'd ever let anybody else install a fish finder on my boat again. It's very simple. Most of it is just managing your wire, making sure you don't have any pinch points, you don't have any chafing, you don't have it in a way that you're going to step on it. Just take care of it. John Douglas. Where's John Douglas? When you purchase a boat that is over 10 grand, they should honor a hubcap. They do. They gave me hubcaps immediately. I have 2 brand new ones in the plastic that are still on the shelf. When I go to sell this boat down the road someday, when it's all tired and beat, the hubcaps are going to look sick on it. Then I will put some RTV on them. Hubcaps are a joke. That's why we started making cool rims. Hubcaps sucked on cars. Why do we have them on trailers? The difference between a chickpea and a garbanzo bean? I don't know. You tell me. Is there a punchline? A chickpea and a garbanzo bean. I'm going to say no. I like that. That's good. Good stuff. I agree with that. I think not coming with a spare tire was the cheapest thing that happened in this whole package deal. Really? They made a fancy mount for it underneath the trailer and everything. Like, they could have slapped a U-bolt on that and called it good. No. They want you... A lot of their business model for these boats and why you couldn't custom anything is they wanted the boat to get to your tracker center and for you to walk around the store and see all kinds of stuff and spend money in the store and keep that tracker center busy with install work. 100% that's why we couldn't customize. You know what else sucks? I'm going to make a video about this, but we'll talk about it anyway. The collapsible wheel, crank elevator, what have you, that goes up and down so you can put your boat on your trailer and roll it around. That is a piece of shit. That's going to get changed here soon. I'm about tired of that thing. Every time I push the boat around, I feel like I'm going to break that thing off. I feel like it should have a urethane wheel on it. I want to hit Clear Lake tomorrow. I do. Yeah, my Bass Pro Shops card expired finally. So they were 2-year. It was a 2-year card. I took delivery February 16th, and I think I got the card a few days after I took delivery. So it started then. But yeah, I tried to use my card when I bought. What were we at the Bass Pro Shops for?
You're still live streaming?
Oh yeah. Oh, I bought something anyway. Nothing important. But yeah, it's done. So no more 20% off. If Bass Pro Shops finds it in the kindness of their heart to give me another 20% off for a while for saying such nice things about their products, I would be more than happy. Yes! Cole! Yes, we do need to fish, dude. I need someone to show me how to catch fish at Sag. I feel like when I catch fish at Saguaro, I get lucky. Cole, I am free next weekend. I don't know what you got going on, but I fish on my birthday. So that's what's happening next weekend.
Daddy, we're all fishing together.
Cole just retracted his message. We need to fish. Yes, I agree. I feel like I've been doing a lot more fishing and a lot less catching. Roosevelt was awesome. I got some advice from this guy, Wink, and it panned out pretty good. Roosevelt was a new lake for me, and I will be going back there for sure. Absolutely, dude. Hit me up on the Instagram for sure. I would really like to go to Havasu.
Yeah, can we?
Havasu or the Parker Strip and or both. That would be the shit. So I'll tell you what. I I could sit here and talk all night, guys. I really, I really appreciate the continued support, the views, the comments, everything. It's been, hey mom, my mom just chimed in and interrupted my speech. Wednesday till when? Maggie said hi, Grandma. Yeah, Grandma will be here on the 13th. Friday the 13th. Does anybody else have any? How do you like the new fish finder? I love it. I'm familiar with the line, so I wasn't surprised. But what I did notice was it is a lot more detailed than the 5-inch on the down scan settings, especially. Say hi to Grandma.
Hi, Grandma.
But yeah, no regrets. I think that the Elite 9 is a great fish finder for $5.99. 100%. I love it. Somebody asked me what rods and reels I used. And I guess I could make a video about that. It's nothing exciting. I think the most expensive rod I have in my boat is a Falcon rod that I scored on at Walmart for $26. For some reason, Walmart, what do you wish? It will hold 4 people. Trust me, it holds more than 4. I don't have a lot of enemies that I know of. Well, maybe I do. Does it have mapping feature? Yeah, I haven't gotten totally into it, but yeah, it CMAP is quite a bit more basic than like the Navionics mapping and Insight and all of that, but it's oh yeah, Falcon rods are okay. They're fine. You know, they're in the $100-something range. But what happened was Walmart, 10 years ago, decided that they wanted to get into the high-end rod line here in Tucson. And they had a whole bunch of this stuff, and nobody bought it. Like, people aren't going into Walmart to buy $130, $40, $50 rods. Okay? That's not their market. So these rods just sat there and sat there. We're talking about like 3 years. Same rods. Never moved, never sold them. And then one day I walked in and there was a sticker on one of these Falcon rods. There was 2 of them. And one was a medium light spinning rod. The other was a 7-foot medium heavy casting rod. And I grabbed the casting rod and I marched right up to the register. And the lady goes, "Oh, it's $29.99. Oh, hold on. There's another orange sticker on here." It was like $26. By far the best deal I've ever got on a rod. It was the Jason Christie Falcon whatever. But I'll tell you, for the money. And outside of that, I have an Abu Garcia Vendetta 7.6 heavy that I've had for years, and I love it. It's the original Vendetta series, which I think is better than the one they got out now. My opinion. And the rest of my rods are Bass Pro Shops oriented. I got 2 Johnny Morris carbon lights. I have a Bionic blade that I really like. That's a 6.9. I have 2 of those. I have a casting one and a spinning one. And the Jason Christie. I run with 8 rods on my boat. 4 spinning and 4 casting. I probably use 4 of them. And they're all different every time. So it's, a lot of people see all that crap on your boat and like, why do you need 8 rods? Well, last night, for instance, it's about the 3rd cast I took with one of my new setups. I just absolutely launched a crankbait and just watched the line come right off the reel. Just massive, massive bird's nest. So that was done. I didn't even want to touch it. I just put that away and figured we'd fart with that when the time came. So, I mean, the only reason to have extra equipment is for failures, because you can always cut something off and retie. I used 1 rod for a long time as a kid and never had an issue. It wasn't until I had a collection of rods and I'd take multiple with me where I started having problems. Maybe I'm doing it wrong. I've heard good things about, is it worth getting a new motor for my current bass tracker or to get a new tracker? Oh, that's an interesting question. A 40 horse, I think with controls, is going to run you over $6,000. So, a brand new motor on an old boat, for 2/3 the price of a new one, I'm going to buy the new one. Yes, the Transom Saver is a real piece of shit. Mine still works. Honestly, I'm waiting for the day when that rubber strap breaks in half when I'm stretching it around the motor and latching it. I think it'll have any issue with the carbon light. Read a few reviews about snapping rods on flipping it. Never. No. One of my carbon lights is a 7-foot medium casting rod. The other is a 7-foot medium heavy spinning rod. Both of them are flawless. I have no problem with them. But for half the money, I buy a bionic blade rod all day long. When they get down around $50, it's a banging deal. All of my spinning reels are Pfluger. I know somebody's probably going to chastise me because it's not a Stratic. I think for $50 and less, it's the best reel you can buy. Barring any weird sales. The Carbon Light rod, right now, this week, they have a special for the spinning rod and reel is $129 for the rod and reel. The thing about your VIP card, unless they change something recently, you cannot use your card if the item's discounted more than 20%. And at $99, that's more than 20. Oh, what else do I have? Oh, my favorite spinning rod by far is this Daiwa Team Daiwa Pro Z rod. They don't make them anymore. It was $100 rod. It wasn't anything fancy like their other Team Daiwa and the Daiwa Steez line where you're spending $500, $600, $700 for rods and reels. Not until they give them to me will I ever use something like that. But that rod has stood the test of time. That's my oldest rod in my collection right now. I've had that about since 2007. So that's all right. I know a lot. My original equipment before I moved to Arizona, I gave all my fishing gear to my brother, and every rod that I owned was Fenwick. I Fenwick at the time, back in the 80s, 90s, was for dollar for me up in Washington State was the best bang for your buck. Possible old fashioned in effect for tomorrow. I don't know about possible. I'm talking guarantee. Buggy's back. Can't see you.
I'll sit down. So what are we talking about?
What we're talking about right now, we were talking about the discount card
What?
and the sale on some rods at Bass Pro Shops.
What people are-
Bought my youngest son the Pfluger Presidential Combo. You haven't heard a bad thing about the Presidential.
How
Yeah,
many people are on here?
three of four of my spinning rods have the Presidential. One has the Summit. When Bass Pro Shops had that on sale last Christmas, it was cheap. I think I paid $30 for it, and I like it. It's a great reel. But yeah, so far I haven't had any issues with the Pfluger President. And the way that I look at reels, would it be nice to have a $300, $400, $500 reel? Yeah, absolutely. But I could buy like 10 Presidentials for that, and I look at things that way. And those Presidential reels I have are going strong 2 years in with zero issues. The only reel that I have that had an issue was the bait casting carbon light reel. The thumb button that you push the trigger down to engage the spool, broke off. It still works fine. I use that on my big heavy rod if I'm throwing a swim bait or something. It doesn't get used a whole lot, but that thumb piece busted right off, and could have been my carelessness too. But other than that, I have zero issues with my rods and reels. Anytime you break a rod, and I'm going to exclude catching fish because that's just not fair. But if you slam a rod in the car door or push it into something when you're walking by, it's your fault. It's your fault. Like it's an accident. It's a oops, oh shit moment. But at the end of the day, it's not the rod builder's fault. You slammed it in the door and it broke.
So what's going on then?
Has anybody had any trouble with people in your live well of fish dying for a tournament? I love the Tarova trolling motor. And Ron Felton, congratulations. You won the tackle box. If you are listening or you can hear me, email me at mjblackstock@yahoo.com and I'll give me your address and I'll send that out to you this week. Yeah, here we can show Ron Felton. See, you're the winner. I use my life well as an ice chest. You know what? So do I. I use my live well as an ice chest and a storage container, but I really want to start getting back into tournament fishing. It's been a while since I did it, and I think I'm not physically ready, but I'm mentally ready for it. Tournament fishing is tough. It's a lot different than just going out for the day and sitting on your ass, or you know, you got to have plans. Everything is a hurry, which when you're just go out for the day, you're never in a hurry. Seems a bit tight for some 3-pound and up. Yes, and I alluded to that fact when I first bought it. You know, if you're gonna tournament fish and you fish in lakes, i.e., like Lake Fork, right? You could catch 5-pounders. Well, they're not gonna fit in the live well and live. Period. I'm sorry. They'll get in there. You can stuff them in there, but they're all gonna die. So, my thing is I think, and a lot of people have done it, but I'm gonna put some bubblers, some USB powered bubblers that I can just fish around and come up underneath the dash, and I'm gonna try it. And we'll start doing some tournaments. I don't think there's any reason the Heritage shouldn't be represented right next to the 20-foot Skeeters and Rangers and Nitros and Tritons, Bass Cats. Why shouldn't the Heritage be sitting right next to those $80,000 machines? Crappie fishing. Yes. I seem to only be able to catch crappie at the lake house in New Jersey. I think I've caught one crappie in Arizona in 10 years, and it was a good one. I mean, it was I think 2.5-pound crappie. Maybe okay, yeah. So the cooler would have been a really cool idea had I not put a casting deck in the boat. There's no room for that now. My boat, it's tight, but it's not. That boat is meant to go fishing with a couple dudes on it. Can you put more? Absolutely. You can put 4 grown men on that boat and go fishing and have fun. But, what, Buggy? What?
Can I say something?
Yes, say something. Get in the picture, though.
I don't know if this is my first time live, but it's exciting.
Squirrel. Yeah, you know, that one of the big things in Arizona, like Texas, the southern states where it gets hot, is if your live well water gets hotter than the water in the lake, your fish are gonna die. They do not like that at all. You know, so there's obvious tricks to that, like freezing little water bottles and throwing them in, like keeping ice basically in your live well to keep that water temperature more natural for them, because basically they're getting into a plastic box, and if it's 110, which it is, that's no joke. I mean, it gets hotter than that, but that water in that thing is basically just cooking those fish while they're swimming around in it. What time is it? We've been going at this for a while.
We've been at 7:52.
Yeah. Oh, the a couple videos back, I talked about the cord for the trailer lighting, and how mine was dragging on the ground and basically just destroyed all the wire. I rebuilt that and that works flawlessly. That was nice. I have not ran out of gas yet. I'll tell you what. Most of the time, I could probably go to the lake 3 times on a tank of gas. And those are and I would say 8 to 10 hour trips of actual fishing time. And the reason why is you don't sit on your motor the whole time. You get in it, you back off the trailer, you park, you rip across the lake to wherever you want to go. And then you sit on that trolling motor for hours. I have almost killed my batteries once. And that was after an overnight trip on the lake. That was about 14 hours on the lake. And as I was heading back into the dock, my trolling motor batteries were tired. I've seen people buy 12-gallon tanks for their boats or add a 6-gallon tank. If you live in a place where you're going far distances, I could see the need for that, but I have yet to fish in a lake with my boat that I need the extra gas. What could you do to raise awareness in traffic with people trying to slip in behind you, not realizing there's a trailer behind you? So what you're referring to is Phoenix traffic. Phoenix traffic, in any big city. I had it in Chicago. I had it in New York. People get on the freeway and just immediately start going over. And they see the front of your vehicle. They see your vehicle, but a lot of times they don't see the 20-something foot thing behind you, and they just want to move in right behind the car. And I'm not kidding when I say this. Probably twice a month when I take the boat to Phoenix, I almost get hit in this scenario. The only thing that I think that you could do to raise awareness is to slap more lights on the goddamn trailer and make it glow. Honestly. Aside from putting big arrows on the side of the car going, towing a boat. I don't know. I think that's the only move. Grandma Jane.
Dad,
Yeah.
guess where we went?
What'd you bring me?
Nothing.
Come and say hi to the camera, Drake.
Still alive?
We're live, baby. Yeah.
Still?
Come here. Come say hi to everybody. Grandma's on here. Bend down. See? That's what you're seeing. See? So how did game 2 go? Bad?
It was 11-0, like the 4th inning.
And where'd you guys go?
You guys got spanked. Did you pitch?
No.
No.
You didn't want to lose.
Well, evidently the Cotton Kings took a thrashing today. 0-2 for the weekend. The California Delta. No. That's a big waterway. I think to run it out of gas, you'd have to drive that thing solid. Like solid for 6 to 7 hours. Like on the throttle to run it out of gas. The most fuel I ever used in a day was the 5-6 hour trip when I took it to the Statue of Liberty. I was pretty much, the motor was running the entire time, and I still had a third of a tank after 6 hours of constant running.
I'm gonna go take a shower.
Grandma said, "Hey, buddy."
Hi, Grandma.
He's taking a shower. All right. Where'd you go for dinner?
Culver's.
Culver's. Culver's has walleye available until the end of Lent, in case anybody wants to eat walleye. No way in hell he'll be able to take his old man. He's too nice. Do any of you golf? I'll take that as a no. I'll tell you what I did do. I did buy a drone here recently. And there's going to be some content coming revolving around the drone. I did some cool stuff with it this weekend at the lake. I'm still trying to get totally comfortable flying that $1,000 toy around the water. All right, Rodney. Nothing wrong with that. Baby T's here. Come in the picture.
Now I look horrible after baseball all day.
Oh. What drone? I got a DJI Mavic Pro.
Is that on delay or something?
No, it doesn't wait.
They're hearing me live,
Yeah.
but it's delayed on here. So you can't watch that or you'll get all screwed up. The DJI stuff is the best.
Did he ever come on?
Yeah, he did.
Oh.
Yeah, Ron Felton was the winner.
I know. Did he come on?
Yeah, he did.
And doing this tackle right here.
Give me that.
That's his winnings. I gotta mail it to him.
Yeah.
I don't
And then you
know
gotta
what
check
it
your
is.
email.
Yeah, there's gonna be a whole bunch of emails for stickers.
Oh,
We're getting requests for shirts and sweatshirts too.
well, you might have to pay for those.
Well,
I'm
yeah.
not giving away those for free.
Well, I'd give away a sweatshirt.
Yeah, in a drawing, but like if people want them, I'm happy to make
Yeah.
them. But
Yeah, the sweatshirt and the t-shirt thing, those will be giveaways, but if you want to buy them, we can talk about that later. I'm a little bit of a snob when it comes to clothing, so like I'll pay way more than I should for an Under Armour shirt to have the shit put on it.
Someone wanted orange.
Put all that back. We don't want to mess up that paper.
The team we lost to this morning is crushing the team we just lost to right now. And they beat them earlier today.
You gotta have more heart.
Yeah, our boys were not in it today.
MJ, here, I'll type it in. I will type it in, Ron. It'll make it easier.
My daddy has the same initials as me. MJB. MJB.
That better not be coronavirus. Well, if that's all you guys have tonight, we can end this. If anybody wants to ask questions, I'll give you a few minutes to do that. But again, thank you guys very much for hanging out. Thank you very much for the continued support, the views, the comments. Keep this thing kind of evolving and growing. I appreciate it more than you know. I appreciate every one of you. Yeah, go get them tri-tips. But yeah, hey, like I said, thank you guys so much for watching. We'll be back live in a month from today to do another video, which actually puts us at April Fool's Day. Might have something special planned for April Fool's Day. Maybe for April Fool's Day, the winner has to host me at their house for 3 days. That would be a treat. I don't know. We'll think about it. But anyway, like I said, if you guys want me to give away that Audi, you got to share it because 1 million people got to get on board before I'm going to give it away. It's a pretty nice car. But at any rate, thanks again. We'll see you in the future. Live more, everybody. Have a good night.